Welcome back to Mirror and Thread. So if you are new here or you missed my updates over the holidays, we did not have the holiday season that we expected at all. So our newborn is 2 months old now. Owen was in the hospital for 17 days on a ventilator for RSV, and it was incredibly scary and just traumatic and horrifying on absolutely every level. But the best news is he has been home now since New Year's Day, and he is doing amazingly. Looks to have made a full recovery with no long-term effects that we know of right now from all of that. He is breastfeeding well again. He is sleeping well again. He has weaned off of all his medications and is acting like my sweet, normal son again. And we just could not be more grateful. So thank you for your prayers and your encouragement for us during that time and for your support. And we are just over the moon to be feeling like we're gaining some sense of normalcy again and getting back to work, this is a job that I absolutely love. And it just fills my soul to have sweet, healthy babies and be able to do something that I love again. So thank you for being here for all of that. And like I said, if you're new here, you can check out some of our community posts for more info on that if you're curious. But today I have a video idea that has been kind of brewing in my mind for months now that I hope will be really helpful to you about Amazon and shopping specifically for clothes on Amazon. So I've got 5 little hacks up my sleeve that will hopefully help you find some things on Amazon and be able to continue shopping on Amazon with confidence. And these are things that I've used for years. I've been a hardcore Amazon fashion shopper for years and years, and these are my tried and true hacks to help with that. So I will link everything that I'm sharing in the video description, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments if this was helpful to you. We'll get started. All right, the first hack, this is actually something that I just discovered like 3 or 4 months ago, and it is so awesome. I wish I would have known about this sooner. So I'm gonna put a screen recording up so you can see what I'm talking about because it'd be a little too tiny for me to show on my phone. But there is a hack on Amazon that you can use to find lookalikes of any product that you see in stores or online that you want to find different price variations for or similar products to that item on Amazon. So if you see that little barcode at the very top of your Amazon app, you can click into that and you can actually upload an image in there and it will show you lookalikes of all of those different items. So for instance, these are some Steve Madden mules that I actually purchased during the Nordstrom sale over the summer, and I've worn the heck out of these. You can tell they're getting a little bit worn in here, but I'm gonna use this as an example. So if you take the picture of this from the website, put that into that little barcode, then it will show you tons of similar options. So this is great for things if you want a lot of different price points on something. Maybe you have these shoes like I do and you love them so much that you want a similar pair, maybe a different color, maybe some with a bow on them, something that's a similar style and you want something different. This will show you that as well. So there are pages and pages of options for every single thing that you could find basically. So it's a great way to save money. It's a great way to just be able to shop quickly and easily. And it is one of my favorite hacks for Amazon. This is actually probably the hack that I use the most. And before I started doing this job or started in this industry at all, I actually didn't realize that there were Amazon specific brands that were sold on Amazon. I thought it was all third-party sellers, but there are Amazon specific brands and I have had basically 100% success rate with ordering from those brands. So I just feel like the quality is really good. The sizing is true to size. The items the pictures look like what they get sent, and it's just a little bit more streamlined because it's Amazon themselves that are doing the manufacturing and the sending, and shipping is always really quick. And I have just had a lot of success with those. So I was gonna show you a couple of things that I just recently purchased from those things. But one of my favorite ways is to just search for those brand names in the search bar and see what their new arrivals are. And it's kind of a really easy way to shop for fashion. So For instance, this sweater that I'm wearing, this is kind of a long duster cardigan. This is Amazon Essentials brand, and they have some really great basics. They've got lots of like striped tees, tunics, little sweaters, some joggers. I have some joggers from them, even denim. Lots and lots of great basics for your wardrobe, which this is, in my opinion, I feel like January is kind of a good like time to reset your closet a little bit, maybe clean it out, maybe get some new basics and be able to style those a bunch of different ways. So Amazon Essentials is great for that. And like I said, the quality has never failed me on those items. I just feel like they always look really nice. They last longer than some other third-party seller items that I've purchased in the past, and they are just pretty foolproof. So this is the small in this cardigan, and I love this one. One of the other Amazon Essential items that I just recently purchased is this cute leopard Sherpa. Again, fantastic quality. And one of the tricky things about shopping for clothes on Amazon is that sometimes the photo that you see and then the item that you get are completely mismatched, and that is never fun. But when you're shopping the Amazon specific brands, I feel like that really takes that problem out of it. They have good imagery that they use, and you are getting colors that look like what they look like online and sizing that looks like what you would expect. So this one is fleece lined. I love the little olive pocket here, and it is zip up, and I have the medium in this one. Daily Ritual is another great Amazon specific brand that you can type into the search bar and look at all the options for that. Again, this is kind of in the realm of wardrobe basics, I would say. This is like very, very comfortable, almost like an athleisure vibe to their things. This is a little jumpsuit, crazy comfortable. This thing has a ton of stretch, little elastic waist here, and then it is faux wrap on the top. I have the medium in this one, and it fits true to size. It is a little bit long on me. I am 5'3", but I've got tunics, I've got striped tops, I've got sweatshirts, leggings, that kind of thing from Daily Ritual, and again, have had wonderful success from them. My favorite Amazon specific brand for kind of trendier or a little bit more fashion forward items is The Drop. And I've talked about this before, but if you're new here, you don't know. So The Drop is curated by their celebrities, their influencers, their different designers. They kind of curate these collections and then they push those forward on Amazon. And a lot of them are limited time designs. So it's kind of cool. You feel like you're getting something a little bit unique, but the styles are just really, really fun and interesting and different. And again, quality is absolute tops on these, like 100%. Have never had anything that had things like pulling or fabric that felt weird or anything like that with this line. I feel like it has been really, really consistent for me. So faux leather dress, so stinking cute. This is kind of like a, what do they call these? Shift dress, little square neckline. Very adorable on. This also comes in brown leather, and I have the medium in this one. Moving on to hack number 3. So this is kind of in a similar vein to what I just talked about, but I would say finding brands that you have had success with in the past and that you like. I would use those things as brand name searches when you're searching for a particular item. So for instance, this is a third-party seller. It's called Jessica, which I always kind of appreciated since my name is Jessica, but I have had lots of items from them in the past and quality has been good and I've had great success for them. So like for instance, if you get on Amazon, one of the things that I think can be really overwhelming about shopping with them is if you go into the search bar and just type in sweater dress, let's say, you're gonna get thousands and thousands of options, and it's really hard to tell what's actually cute and what imagery might not be quite right and what the sizing is like, and it's just really overwhelming. There's a lot. But if you've had good success with a brand that you've shopped with quite a few times in the past, then you can type in Jessica sweater dress and kind of see what options they have, or maybe there's another third-party brand that you have had success with that you can try that. So it might take a little bit of trial and error if you're brand new to shopping on Amazon to kind of figure out what those brands are that you can feel more confidently with and that you can kind of know their sizing a little bit as well. But I think that is a great way to kind of narrow down those searches and kind of weed out some of those things that may not be your favorite items. So this one, just so you know, I will link this in the description as well, but I've had this one for years. I actually used this as I bought a different size up and used it for maternity as well when I was in late stage maternity. And this is just one of my favorite items. So I have the medium in this one. It comes in tons of color options. Hack number 4, this goes for pretty much across the board on Amazon. I would say maybe the only exception being those Amazon specific brands that I shared, but I would size up when in doubt. So a lot of these items tend to run small, especially from the third-party sellers. That's just kind of the way that things are. They are not always US based, and our sizing can be very different based on where they're actually manufacturing these products. And so I find that the easiest thing is just to size up when you are in question. So I actually typically size up in pretty much everything versus like if I were to buy it in a department store or something, it'd be somewhere between a small and a medium. When I'm purchasing on Amazon, I'm usually looking toward medium to large. So that's just kind of a very practical, easy thing to hopefully prevent you from having to make more returns. My last tip, also a very practical one, but I've got a little side note for you here that can be helpful. So I would say check out reviews on the items. That's kind of an obvious one. If you get on Amazon, they actually filter them by review. So if you type in something like sweater dress, you're going to see the top rated sweater dresses are going to be first on that page. Sometimes that can make it difficult to find some of the new arrivals, which is why I like to do brand specific searches as well. But it is helpful to look at the reviews and especially to look at the ones that have photos and kind of make sure that people are actually purchasing those items and making those reviews. Little side note though, this is a bonus extra tip, is to use the Like to Know It app for reviews. So I post on the Like to Know It app everything that I ever share here on YouTube and on Instagram and any of my social platforms. I post even more than I do on my social platforms on the Like to Know It app. And the thing that I like about it is there are actually things built in there for specific reviews on sizing, for specific reviews on color, and you can actually see the items on a regular person, not an image or a model or something that's on the computer. You can really see what it looks like on a person. And I'm always honest on my reviews on the Like to Know It app. Sometimes I'll say, this, I didn't love this, but I'm sharing, or this was way too tight. Here's what it looked like on. So if you see something that you like, you can search in the Like to Know It app, maybe for those particular items, or if you're looking for, like, let's say you're looking, I keep using this example, Amazon sweater dress. You can search that in the Like to Know It app and you can see influencers and creators actually wearing those items and giving reviews on sizing and color and all that info as well. So that's a little bonus helpful tip. Alrighty, that's a wrap on 5 hacks to hopefully help you do some fashion shopping on Amazon with a little bit more confidence. I hope this was helpful for you. And again, thank you for sticking by us through this rough holiday season. And we are onward and upward for 2023, and I hope the same for you all.